Trump officials flee 2 military bunkers as Marines deploy and carriers burn. Top Trump administration officials are no longer sleeping in their own homes. They have moved on to military bases, fortified housing, guarded gates, armed patrols. Stephen Miller, Marco Rubio, Pete Hegseth, Kristi Noem, and now Attorney General Pam Bondi. All relocated to secure military installations near Washington, D.C. The reason? Threats from drug cartels, from critics, from enemies they won't name. While the media focuses on talking points, the people running your government are quietly retreating behind barbed wire. They pay rent. Some live in homes meant for senior officers. But make no mistake, this is not a vacation. This is a security evacuation. And it raises one terrifying question. What do they know that we don't? At the same time, the Pentagon is moving. A Marine Expeditionary Unit between 22 and 2,500 Marines is deploying to the Middle East. The USS Tripoli and its amphibious-ready group are heading toward the fire. This comes just 1 week after the 82nd Airborne received pre-deployment notices. Ground troops are being positioned. For what? Let's sit with that for a moment. Cabinet officials are moving on to military bases for protection in the United States of America, the most powerful nation on earth, and its leaders cannot safely sleep in their own homes. Drug cartels have escalated. Critics have become threats. The security apparatus is stretched so thin that the people at the top are now bunkering down behind military walls. This is not normal. This has never been normal. Meanwhile, across the ocean, the U.S. military is preparing for something bigger, an entire Marine Expeditionary Unit, amphibious warships. Thousands of boots headed to the Middle East. Military experts are already sounding alarms. If ground troops go into Iran, they say it will be an absolute slaughter. Not because our Marines aren't capable, because the terrain is impossible. Mountains, caves, prepared defenses. The Iranians have had decades to fortify, and they know every inch of that ground. But here is where the story turns dark. Social media is exploding with claims that the USS Abraham Lincoln has been hit. A drone swarm, they say, overwhelmed its defenses. Then a hypersonic missile slipped through the flight deck. Massive damage. The carrier, according to these rumors, is now withdrawing, heading back to the United States for dry dock repairs. Official sources say nothing, deny everything. But the rumors persist, and today they gained a strange ally. Coincidence? Yesterday, two KC-135 tanker aircraft were involved in an incident. The Pentagon called it a mid-air collision. One plane crashed, 4 crew confirmed dead, 2 missing. The other tanker landed safely in Israel but missing half its rear stabilizer. Then a group called Khatam al-Anbiya claimed responsibility. They said they shot it down from inside Iraq using an Iranian missile fired by the Iraqi resistance. Now here is where it gets interesting. Today, the Israeli Defense Force announced they targeted, wait for it, Khatam al-Anbiya, the exact same group. The IDF said they struck their intelligence division, their emergency command HQ, while senior officials were inside. The IDF spokesman said, and I quote, "It is quite coincidental indeed. So let's connect the dots. A group claims to have shot down a US tanker. The next day, Israel bombs that group's headquarters. The Pentagon says the tanker crashed. But they also admit 4 crew members are dead, and the other tanker is sitting in Israel with half its tail missing. If the planes merely crashed, why would Israel attack the group claiming credit? Why would they need to send a message to an organization no one had heard of until yesterday? And if that rumor is true, if that tanker was really shot down, then what about the others? What about the carrier? What about the Lincoln? It is said that the first casualty of war is truth. We may be watching that unfold in real time. Officials moving on to military bases, Marines deploying, carriers burning, tankers falling from the sky, and a government that tells you nothing. The coincidence is too loud to ignore. The silence is too heavy to be empty. Something is happening, and the people who know are hiding behind barbed wire. So here is where we stand. Top Trump officials are bunkered down on military bases. A Marine Expeditionary Unit is heading to the Middle East. Rumors of a damaged carrier will not die. A tanker is down, and the group claiming credit was just bombed by Israel. The dots are there. Connect them yourself. Drop your thoughts below. Do you believe the official story? Or is the truth burning somewhere we can't see?